Okay, so welcome to virtual tour of my living space, part 2. So I'm not going to do my whole living space right now. I'm just going to do a really in-depth video tour of my vintage end table because I personally feel like end tables are all the rage these days, as they have been for years. And I just think it's really fun to sort of look at what the average American has on their end table. So over here you'll find like a little couch, and right in front of it you will see my end table. This is a vintage wooden end table I got for about maybe like $40. It's probably originally maybe like, I don't know, like 100 or 200 from a vintage store in my town called Instant Replay. The funny story about Instant Replay is that when I went to the store to get this beautiful end table, I went to the front desk, and at the front desk they had a little tank with a goldfish in it, like just swimming around, like a little goldfish in a little glass bowl without a filter, just like swimming there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this goldfish is like so cute. And they were like, it's for sale. So I guess at this particular vintage store called Instant Replay in Pittsfield, they also sell the occasional goldfish. So anyway, this is like my little bucket and also a vintage holder of jewelry. You'll see some sunglasses, some vintage bracelets my grandmother sent me, a little headband that was only $1 from the Dollar Tree. Then, moving around here, you have a little burlap bowl, which actually looks like it was relatively well made, but it's from the Dollar Tree. It was only $1, and I keep all my nail polishes in it. Then, over here I have my little I have a little vitamin case where you're supposed to keep like medication, but instead I put in my rings and my artificial belly button rings and nose rings. I have to get some more. 2 of these things are empty and it's really sad, but that's just how I organize my jewelry because I feel like jewelry is really hard to keep organized. Then over here I have to put my pennies in like in a collector, and this like penny collector is filled with tobacco, a little piece of tobacco, but I have a silver change collector with a lot of pennies, some penny collectors, the middle portion is for quarters, and the right section is for dimes, and that's how I keep my change organized. This change collector has saved my life multiple times when I need to go to the store and buy like a soda or some tobacco to roll cigarettes in. I always rely on my quarters and dimes and pennies when I don't have a lot of money to my name. This is a plastic bowl that I'm going for like the glass bowl look, but it's just a plastic bowl where I often keep clementines in it to sort of like refresh my space and stay healthy, eating a lot of fruit. But right now in it there's just some gumballs from Big Y, pick your poison, and a little thing of happy face balloons because everyone knows I love smiley faces. Then over here are some candles, my requisite Diet Coke, my pen collector with like the Cher from Clueless fuzzy pen, and some dinner I was eating, a glass of wine, and some nuts. So that is my end table. Underneath I keep a little drawer of notebooks and some beauty supplies, and I'm really using my space well. This is an incredibly small space I'm living in, so you'll notice that I really have to be economical in terms of what I keep on my vintage end table and how I use the small space in my studio. So I hope you all enjoyed watching it, guys. That's all for tonight. Signing off, Jennifer Ashley.